Hey guys, Gary here. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit colder out in Wisconsin, but we're still going to be back with another yo-yo review. So today we're going to talk about the Magicyoyo N9. It's a really inexpensive metal, definitely budget. We're going to compare it to the Yo-Yo Factory shutter, see how it plays compared to the higher performance of the shutter, see where it falls with the price to performance range. We're going to talk about how it feels in the hand, how it plays on the string, and then we're going to give you a recommendation of is this budget metal worth it. So we'll talk to you in a sec. In the hand, the N9's organic shape makes it feel nice and comfy. But let's talk about the specs. It has a width of 40.4 millimeters, which is a little bit skinnier than the 44.4 of the shutter. For diameter, we come in at 53 millimeters compared to the shutter's 56, meaning it's a little bit smaller. And then for the weight, we come in at 68 grams, which is just a tad bit heavier than the 67.8 of the shutter. For the bearing, we're using a standard size C. And then for the response, it's a 19mm response pad using Magicyoyo's silicone. All of this combined means that we should have a yo-yo that plays fairly similar, as in that it's an all-rounder, but it feels a little bit better in the hand due to the shape and size. On the string, I found the N9 to be similar to the shutter in that it's a nice all-around throw. You can do pretty much everything you want with it, and it feels great doing it. It's not going to excel at any one thing. You're not going to, find it to be the best for, finger grinds. You're not going to find it to be the best for horizontal, but it's going to do a good job at all of them. Another thing I liked about it was definitely the shape. I am a fan of the organic shape just because it feels a little bit more comfortable in your hand, and the N9 definitely delivers on that. It is comfortable, it feels good. One thing to be aware of is that it does feel heavier on the string than the shutter. It's only 0.2 grams heavier, but when you throw it down, you definitely get more of a thunk and definitely feel more of that weight at the bottom of your throw, which is a little bit surprising. So it must be something with the gap width and then the string combined with the pads that is producing that effect. But it's not really a con per se, just something to be aware of. And then visually, the N9 does look like a good throw. The colorway is definitely nice. Same with you can get a lot of good ones from the shutter. So you're not really skimping anything there due to the price. Alright guys, so when you compare the N9 to the shutter, you'll find that they are, the M9 is slightly smaller dimensionally. Has a little bit more of a rounded organic shape than the shutter, which has more of that modified H shape. But overall, they play very, very well. Everything that you can do on the shutter, you're going to be able to do on the N9. The only difference being the shutter has better finger spins because of the little cup here, and the IRG for thumb grinds and whatnot. Whereas the N9 would be better if you wanted to do hub stack, since it has the little columns there to do a hub stack on there. When you talk about the finish, personally I like the finish on the shutter a little bit better. It's a little bit more matte, a little smoother. And then on the N9, you'll feel some of these edges, like this inner lip right here, feel almost a little sharp. Not sharp, mind you, but just a little bit, where you can tell it's that little bit finer point, versus the shutter has like nicely rounded. Even on the inner cup here, feels nice and round. So the question is, for the money, which one's the better buy? And if we're going strictly based on value to performance, the N9 gets my vote for the better value. Coming in at between $15 to $18 depending on where you get it, compared to the 45-ish of the shutter. This is definitely an excellent beginner yo-yo. If it's your first metal, you won't be disappointed. It'll do everything you need it to. As always, shutter is a fantastic yo-yo, but for value to performance, it gets edged out by the N9 on this one. So thanks guys for sticking around watching the video. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to pick one of the videos that you see floating around. Let me know what you want to see next, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.